Hello everybody and welcome back to Dofus Touch. And in today's episode we're gonna be taking a look at the southern part of the Amakna region and see all the monsters and families that you can find in that particular region. Right now I am located at 330, the southern part, Scarleaf Plain, where you can see all these colorful scaras. Like a lot of other families, they use colors to distinguish them for resistances and weaknesses. So I'm gonna fight a couple of blue scarleafs because they are weak to fire, and as you can see, they have 50% of 50% weakness to fire, whereas they are practically immune to water spells. So this is a great mob for fire-based or intelligence-based characters, and my challenge says do not attempt to reduce your enemy's action points. But since there are two of them, I can't actually calculate a lot. My priority is just to kill them and not worry about the challenge. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna complete that, but yeah, well, let's see. So in my first attack I stole one action point from this scaras, so that enabled me to use my hand twice, but now I didn't get to do it, so I just stayed with one hand. Usually families have their own dungeons, so but not all of them, of course. Scaras have their dungeon, but for example boars or mosquitoes don't have them. But then again, I don't think they're actual families because there's only one monster. So yeah. But we've seen dwarks, they have their dungeon, gobbles as well, and so on and so forth. So actually I think I can complete this challenge. It's only gonna take a couple more attacks before this scara falls down. And there we have it. This fight wouldn't be possible if there were any other two colored scaras, so green or white, but especially red, because red are immune to fire attacks. So yeah, scaras are also a good place to hunt for scara set, class-specific sets, or I should say characteristics-based sets. So green set would increase your strength if you were a strength character. Water would increase water damage, and white ones would get you white scarleaf parts, which would create a white scara set suitable for agility-based characters. There's also a big forest right here where you can chop wood if you're a lumberjack. So as you can see, Amakna region pretty rich with the trees. This little island called Porkor territory is way out of my league, but I just want to show you the levels of monsters that are there. Here you can find pignolias and farlip pigs that are level 80 and 90, and there's no way I can get close to them or even damaging them, let alone defeating them. But this territory has a couple of mines and a couple of trees, especially maple trees. And let me just get out of this area. Weaker enemies from this family called piglets and lousy pig knights are, let me just check here, are left or west of the Astrup city, called Lousy Pig Plain. So we're gonna visit that area a bit later. And since we are here, let's save the Zap at -124 and check out the Dragon Peninsula, which is also a high-level territory, so I won't be fighting anything there. They have a couple of hundreds HP, well in their 700s, 800s, and summon creatures that can explode and just kill you straight ahead. So going up north to save the Zap, and after that we're gonna go visit the Jelly Peninsula, gonna try to find a solo mob, solo jelly. And after that is the bandit territory and the cemetery, where we can find skeletons and other creatures. Alright, there we go. Memorize the location of a new zap. And go a bit west and see the Dragon Peninsula. Take this achievement. Boost our intelligence again. As you can see, they are level 50, 60, 70 and come in big groups. So I won't be battling any of them. This is a solo one, Sapphire. And it's immature, so it's a bit easier. But still, I don't want to take my chances. I would probably die and not get anything from that fight. I think these black ones are the toughest ones, and you can there we go. Oh, and they are also aggressive. So if you, just like Borks we've seen in the previous episode, if you get near them, they will attack you. So maybe it's a good thing to see what they do. So they can summon creatures, like I said. This is a Shelmont, and it has this spell called Natural Motivation that will boost its damage, and when it explodes in a couple of turns, characters which are nearby it will just get shelled. I mean, this shell will explode and cause some serious damage, so the best thing is to get away from it. It does take a couple of turns, so it has to get that damage up, but eventually it will explode. There we go. Alright, one hit kill, and we got sent back to our Astrop City Zap. So dragons, way out of our league for now, and maybe it's a good thing. Like I said, they are pretty tough, high damage spells, a lot of HP, so suitable for high level characters. But right now we can move our character to the cemetery and see what the skeletons look like and what that family has to offer. Of course, there's a skeleton dungeon there, so I think it's level 40 or something. If you get a group around level 40, I think you can do it. There are no really tough monsters in it, so it should be fine. I think we can go here and to the right, and this little bridge you see right here, it's gonna take us to the bandit territory. So in fact we will visit the bandits first and then move to the cemetery. Bandits have their own dungeon called Blacksmith Dungeon, and it's actually pretty hard. If you remember the first or second episode, I was talking about Tailor's Manual and how to learn the tailor profession, and you can find it in that particular dungeon. So the territory, the bandit territory, is level 40. It's around our level, but they have really high damage output. And because they are also aggressive, not a lot of people here. And this is a couple of monsters that I just cannot beat right now. So I'm just gonna try and slide past them. Oh, there's a solo baker. I can attack that one, I think. But the map is... Oh, I'm also not at full HP, so let's heal real quick. So yeah, I'm pretty close to it, so I'm gonna try and stay as far as possible I can from it. Hopefully I can steal some of his action points. so he doesn't attack, or I get a chance to use my hand twice per turn. Yeah, he's not dealing much, but eventually, because of his 300 HP, he would cause some problems. So let's get near him and do our sandglass magic. $50 by 50, and we would die rather quick. And with a couple of them in a group, it just wouldn't go well. Alright, so in this family you can see these strong little, strong smiths, dark smiths, bandits that we've seen in Astrub territory, or the Astrub bandit, what was it called? Bandit camp, I think. And the toughest of them all are actually dark miners. You can see one right here. They can attack twice per turn, dealing around 200 per turn. So they are really, really dangerous and should be avoided, at least for now. Let's see where our cemetery entrance is. Alright, couple of maps away. These mobs, because they're aggressive, that they aren't usually crowded, so you can get a lot of experience points right here. So you see 10 stars, a huge mob. So if you get a group of 6 or 7 people, you can defeat these and get a just incredible amount of XP. So miner, smith, baker and bandit, I think those 4 monsters are parts of that family. You can check out their dungeon. Their drops aren't that good. I mean, there's a couple of things that you can sell, but they provide a great source of experience. So highly recommended. If you get a good group, you can find a lot of 8, 9, 10 stars like you've seen before, like you've seen here. Alright, to the left we arrive to the cemetery and see what the skeletons look like. Also called chafers. Right here we can see some of the members of this family. And this rather big mob, we can you see Draugr chafers, normal chafer, foot soldier, which is I think one of the toughest ones. Here you can see an invisible chafer and a quan. These are all big mobs, so I will move a bit south and see if there are any easier ones. And I think this one, chafer, invisible rib, oh no way. Let's go to the left. I should probably find a solo chafer, but actually here are 2. I think I can take these on. You see right here, there's their dungeon. Just, I think, 1 map north from here. But let's see how they are in combat. I actually got a pretty good map, so I will definitely get this one. Enter for now. $360 HP. Depends how hard they hit. But yeah, they got a lot of movement points, so 5 movement points. Once for 50. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Right, one chafer down. And I think it's time to use our teleportation skill. Get away from there. Buy ourselves a couple more turns. So I can only sustain one more hit, maybe two. And getting that extra AP right now would be wonderful, but doesn't seem to be working as of right now. Yeah, unfortunately this won't be possible, so... they hit for 40 to 50, which was way more than I originally thought they would hit for. So unfortunately these chafers, at least groups of 2 or more, still way too hard for me. But if you manage to defeat them, you will drop chafer bones, which are, I don't know, for some reason, really good for selling on the market. Chafer. Alright, so resources, bone, should be first or second. There you go, chafer bones. 100 commerce per bone. I think it's just that people are too lazy and don't want to farm them. Before they were going for 400 a piece, so I don't know what happened. Market just got saturated, I don't know why. But yeah, unless you're going to the dungeon, I think there are better mobs to fight, and that would get you more experience or loot. So chafers, I think that you can just do them for the achievement. And I don't think that I mentioned, but you can get achievements from not only dungeons and exploring, but also from monsters and their families. So if we go to Amakna region or Amakna monsters, and let's say chafers, for example, if you defeat them all, but not just defeat them with the challenge completed, you will get a nice amount of XP, some commas, and some items for your reward. So chafer, archer, elite, so on and so forth, and you can defeat them, or you can be in fights when you're level, I don't know, 17, but you won't be able to collect this reward because you have to be level 50. The moment you hit level 50, and if you have all of these accomplished, you will get your reward. So also one factor to consider, you have to be level 50 to get the reward. And the last family I want to show you is, I think, the most popular one in Amakna region. They are called jellies. Small little, these small colorful cubes, and you will see why they are so popular. Get that XP from exploration bonus, and you see them right here. Here's a big group of mint jellies. There are strawberry, mint, blue, and lemon jelly. There are 4 basic ones, and the royal ones that are only found in their dungeon are royal, so strawberry, blue, mint, and lemon. Why are they so popular, you might ask? So let's see in our monsters window. So let's type in jelly. No. Come on. So Amakna, Jelly Peninsula, And let's wait for it to load. I don't know why it's taking so long, but... So, strawberry, mint, and blue. The lemon one can only be found in the Jellies dimension, which is their dungeon, along with the royal ones. They're popular because they drop... What do you think? Jellies? And what they are used for is actually the most popular ring in the game called... so, excuse me for my pronunciation, but it's probably gonna be wrong. It's called Gelano or Gelano. It only gives one action point, I say only, but it's very, very popular and useful. As you can see, average price is over 7 million commas. So to craft it, you need a lot of jelly, both normal and royal jellies. So you will definitely see people looking for groups to hunt jellies to drop their resources, either to craft Gelano, whatever, or to sell it. Strawberry ones are the most difficult ones, and this area, as you can see, is level 55, so also out of my league. But I can try and see if I can get a solo blue one, or maybe a mint. Probably not be the case. There's a lot of walnut wood in this area, and a lot of chestnut and oak that you can use for your lumberjack profession. And actually here's one mint gel. It's level 53, but I don't think I will be able to defeat it. I'm going first. That's a plus, but depending on its HP 630, no way I can do this. But let's give it a shot. And I think it's got a range attack called Mint Bone or something like that. Mint Bone, there we go. It's not only does it deal 50 damage, but it also decreases my strength. Luckily for me, that isn't a big deal because I'm not using strength for anything. But it would mean a lot for strength-based characters, of course. Also, strawberry jellies, they have, just like trichnids, they have regeneration skill. So after they take some damage, they will regenerate and get their HP back, which is really significant because they can have up to, I think, 700 HP. So it makes a lot of stuff. It makes it a lot tougher to defeat them. But actually, we will defeat this one. So level 38, defeating level 53 with the challenge, which got us 55% more XP. We got almost 60,000 experience points. Leveled up to level 39. Let's get our intelligence up. And with our we can level up. I think we're going for Tesseract, our teleportation spell. So we will decrease its number of turns between two casts and the range that we can teleport to. So let's get it to level 4. And I think that's pretty much it for the southern part of Amakna. We've seen the cemetery and the chafers. The bandit territory, a really, really good territory if you want to go exping or leveling. Jelly Peninsula, great spot if you wanna drop jellies and sell them on the market or save for that ring. Porco territory and Dragon Peninsula are, for now, just way too high, way too tough for any level 40 character. And the Scarleaf Plain, also a popular area for getting the scaras set and also leveling a bit. So a lot of cool places in this area, and there's also a boat to not the Alliance Temple, but the Otomai Island, an island which is also great for leveling. It's level 30, the outer area, so I might be visiting it soon. But for now, we finished the Amakna region and saw what monsters inhabit it. and we'll go from there. We'll see what's the next one. I think it's gonna be right here, the lousy pick plane. But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna level a bit, get to level 50 or so, get some damage up, and yeah, maybe do a dungeon or two with one of my guildmates or friends, so I can record field dungeon, gobble dungeon, those lower level ones before I outlevel them. But for now, I think that's it. Thank you for watching another Dofus Touch video. I hope you liked it. I gave you some tips and showed you monsters in this region. If there's anything you think I missed or anything I could improve, please tell me in the comments below. I will reply immediately and try to improve my recording and battle skills, Dofus skills. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching and see you next time.